Actually, I should turn this lid. Oh, I need some more soda. I should go get some more. Before I get started here. Okay. Before I get started. Almost got some itchies too. Ugh. Ugh. Real good, Shaw. You gonna knock that down too? Oh, good gravy. Oh, gosh. Oh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my poor back. Oh. Oh, God, my back. Okay. That down there. Oh, come on. There we go. Nah, you mean old thing. Come on. There we go. No, you mean old thing. Ugh. Oh, that's okay. I was turning it the wrong way. Okay, I was turning it the wrong way. It's like turn it in the wrong direction. Okay, now turn it. There we go. All right. Now we're set. Okay, ouch. Oh. My back is not happy. I do not know what to do about my back. Okay. Do not know what to do about my back. Honestly, I do not. Oh, I forgot to bring that stuffed toy in here, didn't I? Oh, no, there it is. I gotta find a button for that poor dog's nose. Alright. Still don't know how the heck I'm gonna do this. Okay. While I was eating, when I got done eating, I came up and watched a video. And then while I was watching the video, I pinned this. So I thought, why not? So I thought, okay, I'm going to pin it. And then that way it's going to be all set to pin. And I thought, well, that way I can just give my back a break. And it. Don't feel like my back is wanting to really take much of a break. My back is really unhappy. I'm telling you what. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's really... Stop. There we go. There we go. I'm just having a horrible time with my back. It's just not... My back just is not happy right now. And it's really, really hurting. I don't know if I'm going to even get this... I might not get this hat sewed all the way tonight. I might not. I might have to just stop. Because my back is... I'm not joking you. My back is like really, really unhappy. So I don't know what I'll do. My back is just really, really just, it's, the pain is just not, it's, I'm about to start getting in tears. Hello. And how am I? My back is, like I said, my back is not happy. My back is giving me trouble. I am just not, I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this or not. I want to at least get the hat, the bib, and the shoes done. At least. I mean, it's only three little things, you know. It's like, why can't I just get 3 little things done? It just would be nice, you know. There. So. But as I was saying, I was just watching a video, and it kind of made me chuckle a little bit. It kind of made me chuckle a little bit because it's like, the person in the video had just moved and talking about how when you move, you want to buy brand new things for the new house. And I'm like, well, I'm not one of those people personally, because when I move, believe it or not, when I moved, I was like, my main concern was just getting the hell out of my mom's house. That was just my main concern when I moved. Because I had 2 kids, and I wanted me and my children to have a home of our own. And she was telling about how her kids wanted their own rooms. And I was like, you know what? With my kids and me, it was like to the effect of, my kids were just lucky they had a room to sleep in. When I moved out of my mom's house, I was just like, you know, we moved out, and when we moved out of my grandma's house, me and my mom had to share a bedroom. And then my two little brothers had to share a bedroom. And it was like, hey, it's at least a bedroom with an actual bed. I didn't care that I had to share a room with my mother. I didn't care. I was so happy just to have a room that I could sleep in an actual damn bed. It was like, I just appreciated the fact that I had a bed to sleep in. I didn't have to sleep on a damn cot or the floor or a freaking hide-a-bed. I was just happy that I had a bed, period. I was like, here I am. I finally have a bed to sleep in. I have an actual bedroom. I had the baby crib next to my bed because I was still pregnant with my son when we moved. Actually, I was getting ready to have my son. And because we moved in April and my son was born in June. And I was sitting there going, I'm just happy to have my own damn, I'm just happy to have my own bed. I'm happy to have a bed. I was thrilled to death that I actually had a bed to sleep in. It was like, I didn't care. It was kind of the last thing on my mind. I didn't care that my mom had to share a room with me. I didn't care. Like I said, I was just thrilled to death that I had a bed, an actual bed. I wasn't sleeping on a cot. I was not sleeping on the floor, on a great big huge pillow, on the floor. I wasn't sleeping, and I wasn't sleeping out in the back porch, in a storeroom. I was just lucky I had a room to sleep in, because at my grandma's house, I went through it all. I started out sleeping in my grandma's bed. Then I moved to sleeping on a cot at the foot of my grandma's bed. Then the cot got moved to the living room, and my mom and my brothers were sleeping on the hide-a-bed. And then my mom moved from the hide-a-bed to my brother's room. And then she moved back from that room out onto the couch so that my oldest brother and his first wife could have the bedroom. And then my brother, well, he had moved out to the camper. He was living in the camper. I mean, I was just freaking happy just to have a bed to sleep on. I was like, I don't give a rat's left ear about anything else. I was just happy that it was like, I have a house that I'm not getting beat up. I'm not getting terrorized. I'm not being, I don't have to sleep on the damn floor, because I went from sleeping in the living room on the cot to the back porch bedroom. Well, actually, it wasn't even a bedroom. It's just a back porch storage area. Sleeping on a great big huge stuffed pillow that my mother made. My mom made a great big huge stuffed pillow for me to sleep on. And she says she didn't want me sleeping on the floor, so she made that pillow for me. So I went, I was just happy just to have a bed, an actual bedroom that was mine. I didn't care I had to share it with my mom. I was just happy I had a damn room that was mine. It was like, I don't care. It's like, what the hell do I care? As long as I've got a bed to sleep in, what do I care? I was not going to sit there and make too much of a fuss, because I figured, I was willing to make any sacrifice necessary just to have a nice, decent, comfortable place to live. I didn't care. When I moved into this apartment, I had this particular room set up for my son. This used to be my son's room. Well, things happened and my son didn't get to stay home. So, nothing of my doing, of course. It was nothing of my doing, and I have people that can verify that. It was nothing I did, so just pointing that out. So, you know, I was just, I mean, it's like, God, you know, why not just be happy that you've got a bed to sleep in? Why not just be happy you've got a room? And then if you got to share a room with a sibling, I got news for you. I mean, I looked at that time sharing a bedroom with my mother as a learning experience. It was one of those things where it was, yeah, it's kind of a pain in the neck. You might say it is kind of a pain in the neck that one would have to share a bedroom with their parent. But I look at it as, see, I never had real friends. And so I didn't get to do a whole hell of a lot when I was growing up. So I was happy with the idea that I may have been sharing a room with my mother, but it was like having my best friend there all the time. You know, at the time, it was like having my best friend there all the time. You know, it was like having a really wonderful sleepover all the time. It was like, here I got to spend all this time with my mom, and I got to know my mother. I got to know my mom. I got to have, you know, because of the fact that I didn't have any friends because of the sheer fact that, well, I was pregnant. You know, it was like the only friends I had were other girls that were pregnant, and, well, I got to talk to them at school and stuff. But once I finished out my junior year, and I finished my junior year a month and a half early, and so it's kind of to the effect of, I was so happy that I had my mom to share a room with. And then you can ask my daughter the same thing. You know, when she was growing up, my daughter thought that it was just the cat's meow that she got to share a room with her mom. My daughter was happy as a lark. I mean, my daughter was just tickled pink. I mean, she had, oh man, she thought she was in her glory. You know, she called it her slumber party. You know, every night was slumber party. And, no, I'm not going anywhere, Lion, sorry. I'm looking for my rubber. Here, no, here it is. There we go. You know, my daughter, she thought it was great getting to share a room with mom. And my son was jealous, actually. My son was actually jealous. I couldn't believe it. My son was jealous. My son was jealous because he goes, but I want to share a room with mom. And I said, you can't. I said, you are a boy. I said, and I said, little boys don't share bedrooms with their mommies. And they don't share bedrooms with their sisters. And my son was just so heartbroken that he couldn't share a room with me. Okay, now I'm going to assume this is the size of a 13-inch baby's head. So I'm going to use that, and then I'm going to use this over here. Oh, that's even smaller. Okay, well then we're going to go smaller then. We're going to go smaller. Okay. And then, all right. I'm going to go, let me see. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. We're going to go, we're going to go that. That should be able to bring it. Yeah. So, let me see. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Alrighty. And then, like I said, she was talking about, you know, needing money for decorating the house and stuff. And I was just like, you know what? When I moved out of my mom's house, I was just happy to be out of my mom's house. It was like, I didn't care. It was like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm out of my mom's house. That's all I cared about. It was like, nope. I'm just happy to be out of my mom's house. I don't care. It's, you know, and then, like I said, you know, when I was growing up, we moved like all the time. Oh God, we were always moving. And I was just like, you know, my parents didn't have a lot of money. And we were just happy that, you know, my father was able to find us a home to live in. And I was happy that my parents, you know, was even able to just give us a home. You know, I was thrilled with what we had. It wasn't, I figured I had plenty of time when I grew up. I figured I had plenty of time when I grew up to have, you know, it's like my mom said. She says, well, when you grow up and get your own home, she says you can decorate it the way you want to and you can do whatever you want with it. But in the meantime, you know, you need to understand that, you know, we grew up in a poor family. And we kept thinking that the most important things that we wanted to make sure that we had was clothes, and we had you know, sheets and beds and things like that. You know, we just wanted to make sure that we had things that we actually needed. You know, we weren't sitting there worried about, you know, how we were going to decorate the kitchen. It was like, you know, like my mom had to live in houses where the laundry room was in the kitchen. You know, that's the houses we grew up living in, was houses that the kitchen had the laundry room. That's what we grew up with. And we didn't care. And us kids, we had to, well, actually my brothers didn't have to, but I did. I had to do the laundry. I had to do the laundry. I had to make baby bottles. I was just like, you know what? I'm happy just to have, you know, I was like, I didn't care. when we got our very first dryer, my grandpa, my dad's father, come over and he set up the dryer for my mom. And I was tickled pink. I was in my glory. Hi, Heather. I was in my glory because I was like, oh, thank God we're getting a dryer. I don't have to go stand outside anymore in the snow and hang clothes on the clothesline. Oh, boy, I was in my glory. I was just like, oh, wow. I kept saying that this was like this wonderful thing that we were actually getting a dryer. I was just like, oh, wow, we're getting a dryer. And here I was, 9 years old and tickled pink because we were getting a dryer. And we couldn't afford a dryer up until then. My dad just happened to get a bonus from Goodyear. My dad was working at Goodyear and just happened to get a bonus. And he took that bonus and he bought a pool table, and then he had the motorcycle accident at the same time. And so he took the bonus and the settlement from the accident, and my dad bought a dryer and he bought a pool table for us kids. And I'm sitting there just jumping up and down. I'm like, a dryer, a dryer, a dryer. Oh my God, we're getting a dryer. I was tickled pink. I was jumping up and down. I was so happy. I was just, oh, wow. I was like, you probably would have thought I was a crazy person because here I was, 9 years old, tickled over a freaking dryer. And if you've ever had to go out in the snow and hang clothes on a clothesline, an outside clothesline, if you've ever had to do that in the wintertime, you'd know why I was happy. I was tickled. It was like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, we got a dryer, we got a dryer, we got a dryer, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I was like, I was telling everybody at school that we had gotten a dryer, and they're just looking at me like, why are you so happy you got a dryer? Kids at school looked at me like I was weird. And it was like, none of my friends ever anybody I went to school with, they never had to go outside and hang clothes on a clothesline in the wintertime with snow up to your butt and the wind blowing, and out there with these clothes that are sopping wet because we didn't have our washer quit for a while. When the washer quit, we had to wash the clothes in the sink. I mean, we had the washboard, we had the whole 9 yards. We had the washboard and the scratcher, that sponge, or not scratcher, the brush, the clothes brush. We did our clothes that way. We grew up doing that because we were so stinking poor. And it was just, like I said, I just thought it was so damn funny listening to this because, she's sitting there telling about them moving and stuff. And I'm just sitting there just laughing. I'm practically rolling, that it's like, we didn't get to tell our parents. I mean, it was forbidden when I was growing up. We were forbidden to sit there and have a fit because we had to share a bedroom. I was the only one that had their own bedroom until my youngest brother come along. When my youngest brother come along, I had to share my bedroom with my youngest brother. Of course, I insisted on my little brother sharing the bedroom with me because I was so tickled to have a little brother. Oh man, I was in my glory. I was like, oh my God, I got me a little baby brother. I used to go to school and brag about having a little baby brother and how much fun it was that I had my little brother in my room and how much fun it was. I was getting up in the middle of the night and I was taking care of my little brother and stuff. I used to go to school and brag about these things. And kids at school thought I was absolutely deluded. They thought I was cracked. They were like, why are you so happy you got to get up and take care of your brother in the middle of the night? And I just looked at them like, why wouldn't I be? I was like, why wouldn't I be happy that I got to share a room with my brother, that I got to get up in the middle of the night? I didn't understand because here, we just, we grew up different. But I thought, God, that was just so funny, her sitting and telling about how she was selling dolls and stuff so that they could, so that she could redecorate her new home. And I was like, damn. When I moved out of my mom's house, I was just happy to be out of my mom's house. I was just happy to take what I could. I didn't care. We didn't, we had to eat on? The floor. We didn't even have a table and chairs. We didn't have a couch. All me and my kids had were our beds. That was all we had. And so I've always grown up with with that thing where it was, we were just happy to have each other. We were happy just to have what we had. We were happy to have, we were just, like I said, getting a pool table and a dryer so that you didn't have to go outside to dry clothes. Oh, and when my mom got her very first dishwasher, oh my God, I went to school bragging about having a dishwasher. We got a dishwasher. We moved to Oklahoma. And when we moved to Oklahoma, my dad got my mom a dishwasher. And I was just like, oh my God, Mom got a dishwasher. Yay! I was freaking thrilled because I was the one that had to wash the dishes. I was cooking, I was doing the dishes, I was doing the laundry, I was doing everything. And to have those luxuries, I was just thrilled. And my friends could not figure out why. My friends were just like, why do you think it's so great? What they were going like, what is so great about having, they're like, well, we've got a dishwasher, so what? They thought that having a dishwasher and dryer and all this stuff, they thought was, basically they'd never had to go without anything like that. And it was just so funny because, here we were, we were poor, we didn't have much, but it was like, God, us getting stuff like that, we thought we were just, we thought we were just privileged. We did. We thought we were just privileged. We thought, man, that's just, we thought it was just, it was normal for us to not have those things. And for us, it was like, it was a big deal to get, it was like, so anyway, they were just like, I got laughed at school because, they were sitting there laughing at me because it was like, they're going, hey, she thinks it's a great, wonderful thing because they got a dishwasher. And it's like, well, come to my house sometime and I'll show you why. It's like, you ain't never been at our house at dinner time. It was just something that we looked at as having this great, wonderful privileged thing. You know, we weren't like other families. We weren't like other people. We had to pretty much go without. And that's what we did. We went without. We didn't get to have, you know, a lot of things. And it was just something to us. It was just something that was, you know, we learned how to appreciate things. You know what I mean? I mean, it wasn't like the kids nowadays, they think that their lives are going to end because they don't get a Nintendo Switch. They think their life is going to come to an abrupt end, and you're sitting there going, you think your life is going to end because you don't get a Nintendo Switch. You don't get a PlayStation. Oh my God, the world's coming to an end. You know, when my daughter started getting older and, you know, she was, you know, living at her grandparents' house at the time when she was growing up. And I'll tell you what, it's not something that my daughter, I'll tell you what, my daughter can tell you, well, you know what? Look at that. That ain't even long enough. How is that supposed to go around this humongous freaking little hat? Okay, I'm going to have to do something else. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm going to have to do something else because that band was not long enough. That band isn't long enough. That's all the bigger around that band is. And there's still this much material. There's like this much more material. And that's not going to work. Okay. We're going to have to redo this. But yeah, I mean, it's so weird that kids nowadays, they seem to think that because they don't get a Nintendo Switch, they don't get this, they don't get that, they don't get something else. They think their life is coming to an end. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, dang, just why can't you just be happy that, you know, you have a room to sleep in? Why can't you just be happy that you've got, you know, I can't understand that. It baffles the crap out of me that these kids nowadays just have no concept of, it's like, God, don't you appreciate anything? It's like, really? Seriously? You know, it's like, why don't these kids nowadays appreciate anything? I mean, kids nowadays, they think they're so damn privileged. They think that the world owes them. They think the world revolves around them. They think, I mean, and these graduation parties, oh my God. I mean, I was like, you got to be kidding me. These great big huge parties that these kids have when they have graduation. I am like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. They're having these great big huge monstrous freaking graduation parties, and I'm thinking to myself, dang, we were just happy if we got to have somebody over for, you know, after graduation. You know, I mean, we grew up in a time when you worked for every damn thing you got. You didn't have people having graduate. There wasn't even such a thing as graduation. I never even heard of a graduation party until my son graduated from high school. And they gave my son a graduation party. I was like, are you kidding me? I'd never even heard of such a thing. Didn't even know what a freaking graduation party was. Had no clue. Didn't care. It was like, I don't care. I don't know, and I don't care. It was like, he graduated. That is something for him to be proud of, yes. But to have these big bash blowout parties is just absolute. And then prom. I mean, we thought prom was supposed to be like a big night, you know? And now prom anymore to kids is a night to go out and get drunk and go party and, you know, have, you know, make nuisance of themselves. And it's like, God, kids nowadays just don't appreciate anything. Kids nowadays, they think that the world revolves around them and they should have everything under the sun. And, you know, even people that are younger than I am, I mean, I look at people that were like freshmen or junior high when I was in, you know, when I was graduating from high school, you know, I look at them now and I'm like, they're the ones now that are sitting there going, you know, well, hey, I deserve this, I deserve that, I deserve because I worked for it, da 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 da. It's like, did you really? You know, look more like mommy and daddy's pocketbook to me. You know, I mean, that was just how we grew up. We grew up with this idea that it was, you know, kids got what they got because they went and got into mommy and daddy's pocketbook. And there was no such thing as, you know, you just didn't do that. I mean, I'm sorry, but we just didn't get shit handed to us. We didn't get the, oh, here you go, you're 16 now, here's your car. Even when my two youngest brothers turned 16, they didn't get no car. When my two youngest brothers turned 16 years old, they had to buy their own car. They had to get a job. And they had to earn money to buy their cars. They ended up having to pay their own car insurance, their own car tags. They got their own driver's license. My parents did not help my two younger brothers. They sure as hell didn't help me either. My family didn't help me. It was considered taboo. You know, we just grew up with that, you know, we grew up with, you know, you want it. If you want it that bad, you figure out a way to get it. You don't, you know, mommy and daddy don't, no. That is not the way the ball bounced. Oh, geez. I was hoping that it'd go on there like that. Oh, crap. Okay. All right, well, we'll do it this way then. I'll do it this way. Alrighty then. All right. But that was just how we grew up. We grew up with, you figure out how to get it. Mama and daddy ain't buying it for you. You just tough shit out of luck on that one. And so that was how we grew up. We grew up of the mind that if you wanted it, You want it, you figure out how to get it. Okay. I'm going to have to use the pedal for this because I might have to stop. Okay. Here we go. So it was fun growing up in my day. I'll tell you what, we made damn sure we earned every damn thing we got. And you know what I started doing when I when I started earning my money from babysitting and stuff? First thing I did was go out and buy myself a new pair of shoes. I wanted to know what it was like to have a brand new pair of shoes. So I went and bought me a brand new pair of shoes. I was like, I want shoes. I want shoes. So I went out with my money and I bought me a new pair of shoes. I thought that was great, getting a new pair of shoes. Because my parents weren't going to buy me a new pair of shoes. I didn't get new shoes. I got what my brothers outgrew. And I hated wearing my brother's shoes. It was embarrassing going to school wearing my brother's sneakers. It was embarrassing. It just was so embarrassing to go to school wearing my brother's shoes. So I swore when I started earning my own money, I was like, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to buy myself a pair of shoes. And by cracky, that is what I did. I went and bought me a pair of shoes. And I'll tell you what, I had them shoes for a long, long time. I got them shoes, and when we lived in Oklahoma, I still had them shoes. I did. I still had them shoes when we moved to Oklahoma. I still had them. I had them all the way from Topeka to Tennessee to Oklahoma and back to Topeka again. I had them shoes. I loved those shoes. I did. They were my favorite shoes. I took such good care of them. Oh man, they were like my favorite pair of shoes. The school didn't like them though. You know why the school didn't like them? Because they'd never heard of a 9-10-year-old wearing high heel shoes to school. But I'll tell you what, when we moved to Tennessee, that was the first thing I did was I wore my high heel shoes to school. So, I'll tell you what, it's interesting. It is. It gets interesting in life, I'll tell you. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to fold this down. And I'm going to start folding that and making a hem so that I'm going to hem this all the way around, and then I'm leaving this spot open, this one right here, so that I can slide the rubber through. And when I get the rubber through, then I'll sew it shut. Hi, Maya. I'm going to sew it shut, and then that way this will all shrink up and it should work for a little hat for a little baby. It should. I'm hoping. So I got to start. This is going to be it's going to be a hard thing to do. And it's going to take a while. But, as per always, if you want something done a certain way, for some reason I have to go about it the hard way. I don't know why, but it always seems to work that way. I always got to go about things the hard way. It sucks. If that little band would have worked, it would have been nice. But that little band just didn't want to work. So, I mean, I could go cut another one, but I really don't want to do that. I just as soon rather do it this way. That way it looks a little better. That way all the seams and everything are all inside. And you don't see the seams and the frayed ends, you know, like this. You don't want to see all these frayed ends. You don't want to see those. So I'd much rather do it this way. So that's just me. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, you mean old thing. Come on. Come on. There we go. There. Alrighty. Give me no trouble. I'll fix you. Give me trouble. I'll fix you but good. Okay. Alrighty. And then that goes down like that. That goes down like that. And come on. 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 Stretch out. Stretch out. Stretch out. Stretch out. There we go. Alrighty. And then head through there. Like that. And come on. Okay. This is harder than it looks. I know people are sitting there going, oh, come on, it's not that hard. Can't be that hard. And it's like, yeah, it is. It's harder than it looks. Seriously, this is harder than it looks to do. I am not kidding. Oh, you mean old thing. Oh, you mean old thing. Why you do that? Alrighty then. We're going to fix you. We're going to pin your ass just like this. Ta-da! Fixed you. Alright. I tuck down in there. Come on. There we go. There we are. Oh. Oh. I hope this is going to fit my sister's dolly. I really do. Hope this fits her doll. I'll tell you what, I will be heartbroken if it don't. I will be so heartbroken if it don't. There we go. Come on. Come on. Straighten out here. What in the... Oh, come on. Where are you being? That way. Come on. Alrighty. There we go. There. Come on. Oh boy. You know, pinning is what takes the longest on all of this, you know? And it sure is a pain in the neck. I'll tell you what, it is a royal pain. It's a pain in the caboose. Okay. And there we go. All right. There we go. Alrighty then. Okay. All right. Now, where did I open it at? Thought I opened it right there. Okay, this green one then. Okay. All right. Here we go. Alrighty. Okie dokie. This is gonna work. I hope. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. For a second there, I thought I'd goofed. All right. All right. Uh-oh. You didn't come undone, you little mean thing, you. You didn't. Oh, you mean old thing. Come on. Come on, there. All right, what's the deal? What's the deal, spiel? What in the... Oh, no, 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 you did not. Oh, you pesky. Oh, you didn't. Oh, no. Oh, you didn't. Oh, you... Oh, no. Oh, shoot. How on earth... Oh, my... How on earth did this all get... Oh, my God, how'd this happen? Oh my God. How did this happen? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. How on earth? Oh man. Oh. How on earth? Oh. 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 All right. Now I've got to fix this. I have to go back. And fold it down. One. Come on. Come on. Go down. There we go. Now, come on. Go like you're supposed to. There we go. There we go. All right. And like that, and then this. Like that. And then this one. Like that. Okay. All right. Alrighty. All right. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay. And all right. Okay. Oh. If you guys didn't know it already, I'm tired. Now I have to start all over again with the rubber. Okay. Have the ball back here. And come here. Come here. And right there. So let's go off that much. And then, I think I might have to just call it a day because I am, nope, that one will be too big. I need a smaller one. Yeah, this one. Come on, go on there. Go on there. All right. Alrighty then. Here we go. Thread this through. I could put some lace on this, I suppose, if I really wanted to. I could put some lace on it, cover up. I don't know, I'll see what I got later. Okay, come on. Oh. My back is not happy. 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 And there we go. Okay. And then okay. And all right, so that's gotta go like this. And okay. Come on. Be nice. All right. Okay. Alrighty. And then we gotta pull that back down in there. Okay. And then ta-da! And the little hat is done. Ta-da! 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 And then if she wants to, she can take this and put this. I might actually put a little ribbon around the top of this. Some kind of like little ribbon or something around it. I might put. Anyway, here's the hat, and it should fit the baby. Let's see. Yep, it should. Ta-da! It should fit. See? Okay. I've had enough, folks. I'm giving up for the night. I'm done. I've done the bib. I've done the diaper. Bib, diaper, and the hat. All done. I am calling it a day. Oh, my back is hurting really bad. And I really wanted to work on this top. But another thing is that I'm losing my good light. As you can tell, there's like, it's starting to get like really a lot of shadows and stuff. And I can't work like that. So I'm going to call it a night. And, oh, I got some lace here. See, I got some lace and some ribbon right here. See, I can put that on the hat. Or I can put this edging on the hat. Here's some pretty lace. This is my stash. This is my stash of lace and stuff that I got from my mom. Where is the rest of it? Oh, there it is. I see. It rolled it over here. I can put this on the hat too. I can take and fold it over the edges if I want. I can take this and I can fold it over like that. And see, it'll cover up all of that icky. All I gotta do is just take it and ta-da! I can do that too. I might put some lace on the, I might put this on the diaper too. If I do that, I'll put it on the diaper and the bib and stuff. If I put it on the hat, that's what I'll do. Oh, boy. I want to put this. This will go in here because I keep all my little pieces of rubber and stuff. I keep the little extra pieces because you never know when you might need in sewing. I've done that on 100 times where I like actually need like a little, just a little piece like this for something, for like a pair of pants or something for one of the girls. And they're like really great. I do need to fix this hairband, however. I need to fix this hairband. That this is for baby Steffi. That's for baby Steffi. Where the heck? I thought I had that up on the thing somewhere over here. Oh my gosh, what's falling over? Ew. Everything's falling. I need to clean this thing off. I am not joking. I need to clean this thing. I am not kidding. I do. I need to clean this off. I have no room for anything up here. I'm not kidding. And this one here, I need to sew it because it come undone. But I can't sew over these jewels, so I can't stick this underneath here. I'm gonna have to do this one by machine. So it's either by hand or by machine. I mean, yeah, I have to do it by hand because I can't do it by machine. Oh, crud. Everything is falling here. Oh my gosh. What the heck? What is that? Oh. Oh gosh. This goes in my bottom case. Ow! Ow! I just pinched my finger in this. Oh, yep, I'm definitely losing my good light. It's one reason I have my sewing machine right here, because this corner right here, being right next to this window, it lets in a lot of light. It's hot, but it lets in a lot of light. And I like the light so that I can sew. And it just makes it nicer when you're trying to sew. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about these. I have to figure out a way to sew this back up. Actually, I don't think that's even going to work. These are booties I brought back from my mom's. They were on one of the dolls that I brought back. And this part was like really, really dirty and stuff. And when I washed it, it just shredded. It did. It just shredded. So I'm sitting here going, okay, how can I sew this back up? I don't know. I mean, they're a perfectly good pair of booties. It's just, I don't know how to, I'm going to have to try to figure out a way to sew these back up so that, you know, it looks like this. See? Because I'm trying to get them to look like that. And then this one here, these are Sarah's booties. And I got to put the ribbon back through on them. So it's like I've got all this work to do. And I don't know how or when or anything of how I'm going to get it all done. I have a lot. I do. I have a lot. I really need to clean this. And I need to get this done before my mom gets here. But now I'm beginning to wonder if my mom's ever going to move in with me, because it's like the way she's acting and the way she's talking and stuff, it's like I honestly don't think, and I don't believe my mom will ever move in with me. I don't think so. And I think a lot of that has to do with, I think a lot of reason my mom don't want to move in with me is because of my rules. I have rules, and I am very, 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 very strict. And I do mean I'm strict. Oh, shoot. This is my daughter's. Come on. Unravel here. Come on. Unravel. Come on. Unravel. Thank you. All right. I gotta find a place to put this. This is my daughter's. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but I gotta find a place to put it. Because this is Tia's. This belongs to my Tia. I'm gonna have to put this up here. Oh my gosh. Oh, and then I go and mess it up all over again. Darn it. Come on Dan. Come on Dan. Come on Dan. Thank you. No, don't go windy again. I wish my daughter would take this home. But she wanted it left here so that it wouldn't get messed up. And I'm thinking, boy, is that a big mistake. Oh, crap. It just keeps getting snarled. I'm going to step on this chair for a second. Oh, my God. You know what? Forget it. I'm just going to hang it on the side here. Forget it. I'm not climbing up on that chair. Forget it. I'm not even going to try climbing on the chair. Forget it. Oh, it looks pretty right there anyway. But yeah, I got to get this thing cleaned off. And then here, this was with a baby Yoda I got once, a reborn baby Yoda that I sold it because I had to have money for going and seeing my daughter or something. I don't remember what, but I know I sold it. And I sit here now and it's like, I think about all this stuff that I don't have anymore. And I think about all this stuff that, you know, I used to have. And I'm like, you know, I really regret doing it. I really regret selling stuff. Come here. Ugh. But, you know, at the time it was, you do what you have to do at the time. You know, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's, you know, when you have to do something, you have to do it. But, you know, it's like you can always look back and say, hey, I regret it. But on the other hand, there is always that wise voice that's saying, hey, you know, there's more important things in life than things. And you have to keep telling yourself and reminding yourself of what the most important things in life are. You can't sit there and, you know, it's like for me, for instance, I can sit there and I can say, I wish I had this or I wish I had that. I used to have it. But you know what? I found myself sitting today. And, you know, me talking about my dad and stuff and the things that Dad bought us and stuff to make our lives easier. I sit back and I think to myself, you know, I would give anything in the world. I would give up having a dryer. I would give up, I'm not going to say it wasn't hard because it was. But I would give up all of those luxuries, dishwashers, dryers, and all of that if I could get my dad back. If that would bring my dad back, I would gladly go through all of that all over again just to spend that time with my family, with my dad. I miss my dad so very much. I really do. I'd give anything in the world. I'd give anything in the world to have him back. I really would. I'd give anything in the world. Because I miss him. And, you know, those kids that are sitting out there and they're belly aching about their parents being so tough on them and their parents did this, their parents did that. Oh my God, my parents were so strict. My parents didn't let me have this. My parents didn't let me have that. Da 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 da. I'm sitting here and I'm here to tell you. I will be the first person to tell you straight up that there's going to come a time in your life where you're going to look back and you're going to say, gee, you know, I was a real brat when I was growing up because I belly ached, I didn't have this, and I belly ached because I didn't have that, I didn't, and I mentioned didn't. You know, you're going to look back at some point in time in your life and you're going to be telling yourself, what the hell were you thinking, belly aching about not having something, or your parents didn't let you do this, or your parents didn't let you do that, or, you know, and this, you know, oh, I didn't get my own room. I always had to share a room. And it's like, well, it's not like having to share a house that's yours. I mean, you know, there's certain things in life. But eventually you're going to sit back and you're going to go and you're going to be telling yourself, you know, I would trade anything if I could have, if I have to put up with that, I'd rather put up with that and have my parents around than have that and not have a parent around. That's just me. I know that that sounds kind of corny and kind of ridiculous, but you know, it's, I think I'm just going to leave these over here. But I think, you know, when you get older, you'll know what I mean. Trust me. You will definitely know what I mean. I mean, I'm not, you know, saying that it happens that way with everybody, but it happened that way with me. I realized what my parents did for me was the best thing in the world, because I grew up appreciating what I had. And that's what you need to do, is you need to appreciate things that you have, not things that you don't have. You don't need to sit there and belly about things that you don't have. When you don't have your parents anymore, you start realizing things come and go. But you're going to sit there and you're going to go, damn, I really wish I had my parents back. So, anyway, I'm going to go, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.